Okay, I paused for a little bit because I know YouTube for some reason cuts off the beginning uh, of the stream, but I hope everything sounds and looks good. Let me just go to my channel. Why the fuck can I not click on my own stream? But yes, welcome back to my drawing from imagination live stream, right? Which I do as often as I can on Mondays for an hour or two. But yes, welcome back to my drawing from imagination. Okay, I think audio is good. Right, which I do often as I can on Mondays for an hour or two. Wonderful. Okay, everything looks good to me. Gucci gang, let's continue. Okay, that's the wrong pen. No, that's the right pen. The fuck? This is the right pen. Okay, wonderful. So there's a new pen, so the paper is going to be absorbing it quite a bit. My goal for this time around is to practice it's always practicing my line work, but since I shifted the horizon line, right? Initially, the horizon line was supposed to be here. I made a huge mistake here, so it's been shifted up to here. We have to keep that in mind as I continue to draw. Now we also have to think about scale, right? So I want to draw something mechanical here, right? So I'm also thinking maybe if I should have some foreshortening or not. But for the time being, hello. Oh, hello. Osan, Osan. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but how are you? Apparently, you're my number one fan. I'm not drawing a duck. Fuck off. I have to draw a penguin as per Silver Comet's request from last stream. So, yeah, how's it going? How's it going? Is the audio good? Can you hear me clearly? Can you see everything clearly? Right. Okay. So I should probably start with something like this. Wonderful. Okay, she can hear me clearly. Okay, I'm thinking, because they're shooting this way. Okay, I want to have the direction of the shot be here. Ooh, okay, my lines aren't too bad right now. And this will involve a little bit of single rounding, right? And obviously I am trying to think about the horizon line. But right now this is something that's, okay, the pivot, okay. And that's where it is. So we can have something like this, right? Okay. These lines probably don't mean much right now, but soon they will. Soon they will. It's just a way for me to ensure that it's all within the horizon line. Because again, we have changed the horizon line, right? But that's why we have to work around that. So even again, I'm trying to think about unique, unique single roundings essentially, because that's what I've been practicing in the fundamentals, right? But perhaps draw penguin. I just fucking mentioned this, Silver, you piece of shit. I just mentioned it. I will draw the penguin. The penguin will be there. Don't worry. I don't know what the penguin's gonna look like because I don't really have an idea yet, but I will draw it. Right now we're drawing the mech suit that the penguin will be in. Also, hello. Yes, hello to you as well, Silver Comet. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, listen, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to the penguin soon. I'll be honest, because instead of doing right now, I think I'm just gonna do on Mondays like a 2 hour stream rather than 1 hour and then 1 hour later in the day, because I end up doing 2 hours anyway. So it's probably best to just do 2 hours in general. But I will get to it. I will get to it. I'm glad you had a good weekend, but I will get to it. And okay, that line is relatively inaccurate. This is the beautiful part, as we can just kind of just bullshit. Something like that. My birthday is on horizon. God damn. How old will you be becoming on your birthday? right? What do we owe the privilege of your birth? To what day? That's exciting. That's very exciting. An August baby, eh? 22. Oh, what the fuck? You're younger than me? Fuck off. I am never gonna listen to a single word you say to me ever again. All right, respect your elders, you piece of shit. uh, let's see. Something like, okay, I have to visualize this. So, happy early birthday, Silver comment. Oh, Osign is being very, very kind. But guys, let's see how this goes. While your body may be old, your mind is far behind. How deep? Did you learn that from Aristotle or Nietzsche? Nietzsche? You see, my mind is old. You got me there, Silver. You got me there. Okay, you know what? Just to make, yeah, 22 is fucking young. Fuck you, bro. Good on you though. Good on you to not aging, I guess. But yeah, here we're trying to create some sort of machine gun thingy, right? Now, what would be an interesting shape? I guess I've already kind of established that this is what we're doing, right? And we can have some more detail around here. Why not a water gun? I don't know. I'm just trying to create something that looks decent. I don't have anything in mind. Right now, my mind is just okay, hard surface like thing. Right? That's all I'm really thinking about. Hard surface like thing. In the shape of a fish. I'll make that his other hand. How about that? Just for you, when I get to the other fucking hand of this mech, I'll do that just for you. Okay? But I hope you're drawing along. You know, now that you're younger than me, I can be a bit bigger of an asshole, hopefully. I won't be gaping just yet, but I will have the liberty to hopefully be more of a dick. Okay, we want to ensure that there's space, right? We want to make sure there's white space. I'm trying to think about how people like Kim Jong Il or Katsuya Terada allow things to breathe, right? So I'm trying to keep that in mind, right? This stuff is like just random mechanical stuff, so I think they do shit like this. Right now, snack break, very good. Snacking is very good for you. I'm proud of you. But I also want a pivot, or sorry, a hinge. Hinges are comprised of. Okay, hold up, I'm trying to think. Was drawing human anatomy for a bit. Nice. If you're not on the Broken Draw Discord, I highly recommend it. It's pretty good stuff. I'd love to see your art and to let everybody know that you're young, so they shouldn't take you seriously. Damn, my lines are actually looking pretty clean. Not bad. I mean, compared to what I thought they would be, because this is a new pen after all. I also did a baby squirrel on the ground. I also did see a baby squirrel on the ground yesterday. Nice. I'm glad that you think we're close enough that you can tell me these things. Hashtag Viggy Famming. Did you walk up to the baby squirrel perhaps and ask it how its day was? Something like that. Right. And to clean this up would probably be ideal. Right, we don't want so many random spaces. There you go. I think that looks a bit cleaner. Same with here, right? Clean it up a little bit. Try to keep the horizon line in mind. Nah, it was taking a dirt nap. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. There you go. Now we can connect those. Let the vultures do their jobs. Respect. Some good shit. Silver comment knows what's up. But yeah, to everybody watching, please do draw along. Because that way you can also maybe give me ideas, hopefully, right? And I do like getting ideas that aren't mine. It's an artist community, as they say. Emphasis on the come. So honestly, it's funny how I ended up having this guy shoot at him. That's actually what I that's not what I was trying to do initially, but I guess it's what it's becoming. And I know how to balance the values now. I have a better idea of that. So that's something I'll be focusing on as well. What's good? Hey, Corey, what's good? Okay, this is perfect actually, because you wanted to ask me how to draw ellipses in 2 point perspective, right? Well, look, I'm doing ellipses in 2 point perspective right now. So it's the same principle as I had messaged you privately, right? This is the plane. You see, I'm envisioning this plane, right? This square plane. Horizon line is here somewhere, because same thing's happening here. Horizon line is here, right? And we just have, again, 1 point perspective right now. This isn't really 3 point perspective. I could make it. I could curve the shit out of this and make it a curvilinear perspective. We don't need to do that right now, right? But this is just two ellipses. Not perfect, as you can see, not perfect whatsoever. But just two ellipses inside a plane, a square plane. If you just look at my ghosting, like what I'm doing right here, inside a square plane, and just fitting inside that. And then the minor axis is going towards the horizon line, right? So that is the main thing I guess I would like you to keep in mind, is that. But the thing is, like, having me explain it to you is nice and all. You really just have to go through the trial and error of doing it. Like, you really just have to go through the trial and error of struggling, failing miserably multiple times. But I say miserably, but you already know my mindset on it. Doesn't have to be miserable. It's just failing multiple times, and then 10, 20, arbitrary, whatever, many, many, many hours later, you'll just start seeing it, right? That's really all it is. It's just the repetition, the intentional repetitions. Right now, your intentional repetitions just need to be focused on drawing ellipses inside planes with the planes being visible, right? So you create the planes and then you create without the planes. But again, all you really need to think about is just vanishing point. Horizon line, vanishing point, horizon line, vanishing point, everything around that. Even now, that's really what I'm trying to think about, is that, right? Could you do a demo of the exercises if you have time during a break? No worries if not. Yeah. Like, I will do it at one point, hopefully. Right now, I'm just trying to draw this thing, which I don't know where it's going, because I need a clearer idea, of course, of what I'm doing. Right, but here, actually, I can literally do it for you right now. We can actually just do it for you right now. We can completely change this drawing just so Corey gets an understanding of what's going on. Okay, so here, whatever, I did like a little bit of signal rounding. But look, I know it's a bit small, and I know you probably can't tell. In fact, let me do it here again. Okay, so you see, technically these are just planes, right? Technically, these are just planes going towards the horizon line, right? Now, it's just about envisioning the minor axis and then drawing an ellipse inside of that, right? Obviously, this ellipse is a bit smaller, but ideally, you want the entire ellipse. You just want it to be in that perspective and cover, like, essentially covering this, right? Like, touching all the edges. Touching all the edges. Touching all the edges. The voice crack is great. But that's the gist of it. I know I'm doing a bit of a half-assed explanation. That's why I will encourage you to refer to the things I've said beforehand. But what does the minor axis do for the ellipse? Is it for the cylinder? Yes, exactly. The minor axis is literally the line within the ellipse. It's the point within the ellipse that goes towards the vanishing point. So again, like if this is my horizon line, which I've relatively established, right? This is the minor axis, and it takes a lot of time to see. You see how I just created that line there? It takes a lot of time to genuinely see that minor axis, which is why you have to practice seeing it, right? Seeing examples of a good ellipse versus a bad ellipse, right? And that's how you get better. So again, let me try to, how can I explain this? How can I explain this while drawing something that has nothing to do with it? That's the main thing, right? Like how can I explain this while still drawing what I need to? But oh wait, let me just fix that. There you go. This is obviously getting a bit muddied. So when that happens, you just add a little bit of a shadow. Right. There you go. But okay, let's look at Corey's question again, right? What does the minor axis do for the ellipse? Is it for the cylinder? Yes. The minor axis is what orients the ellipse towards the vanishing point that it is for, right? So I can actually do another example here. And again, this thing's gonna look a bit weird, obviously, but here again we have the minor axis, right? Because the minor axis is also the perspective. This is the line going towards the vanishing point, right? This line right here is going towards a vanishing point towards this horizon line somewhere here. So if I have a, let's just do like a perfect square essentially, right? If I have something that's like this is essentially already my established minor axis. This is why orienting the cylinder perfectly within that, right, creates that. This is actually a bit off, but the point is this is telling you the orientation of your ellipse. It's reinforcing to you the orientation of your ellipse. Yeah, I'll give a demo later, I guess, but I hope that makes sense. Same thing, right? So again, we're gonna slightly converge this. Actually, we're gonna start converging this weapon because we do want it to have a little bit of foreshortening, right? What the fuck was I doing here? Let's see. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just trying to converge to make it not seem as retarded. But okay, the point is, okay, actually, I can do a great example here. So look, because I'm gonna actually add the hinge of this, right? So we have, let's just say, horizon line right here, right? Still trying to imagine that horizon line, and everything is still following that same perspective. And because I'm going to draw a much larger ellipse here, which is going to be a hinge, right? This thing is converging drastically. So we have to think about, okay, there is a line also in perspective going towards apparently all the same vanishing point, right? Let's just say this is the vanishing point, horizon line, this is the vanishing point, horizon line, this is the vanishing point. You see how I keep reestablishing that to myself? Horizon line, vanishing point, right? This one's a bit off, whatever. But the point is generally this is where I guess my vanishing point somewhere here is, right? It's not about being perfect. In fact, I could even converge it further. But the point is, generally, we want things to be converging towards the same direction, and you want them to be not so parallel, right? Which is why we want it to be a bit drastic. But if I am drawing an ellipse that's now following this extreme convergence to this vanishing point, I'm imagining, and I'm going to put the dots here to make it easier for you. I'm imagining a plane that's abiding by this vanishing point, right? This line here, that's a vanishing point somewhere here on the horizon line, right? Off the page. So off the page somewhere here, right? I'm abiding the plane. This part of the plane is abiding by that. This part of the plane is abiding obviously by this 1 point perspective roughly. And then again, this part of the plane is abiding by that. So you see you have to count for all sides. And now that you've accounted for that, the practice is, and for you, you will draw the plane while accounting for these different vanishing points, one here, one there, right? You will draw the plane, but like with the plane you'll draw the ellipse inside of it, and without the plane that's what you're practicing. Right now I can much easier, because I've done this for an entire year, I spammed this much easier. I can basically just be like, all right, so now roughly I just need something going in that direction, so I'm just going to do something like this, right? This is the minor axis right here, and a great way to see the minor axis is just to think. I think this is something you'll just have to study on your own. And this is the mark of the fact that maybe I'm not the best teacher, right? Because it's actually, I am going to struggle right now to try to explain how to see the minor axis. What's the best way I can explain it? But the best way I can explain it is just through the plane, right? If the plane is already converging, if this line is already going towards that vanishing point, then the minor axis very similarly is also going to be converging towards that vanishing point. So I can do something like this actually to make it easier, right? Let's see. If we want to just draw the minor axis, we can just do something like this, right? That is the minor axis. And you see how it orients it in perspective for us. Again, my explanations may go over your head because you have to practice this enough times to truly understand what I'm saying. Does that make sense? Like, you have to practice it, right? The explanation can only do so much for you, but only it will only be until you've done this 100, 200, 300 times in multiple different orientations and really, really thinking about these vanishing points and really thinking about the plane and everything, that you'll be like, oh, okay, that is more intuitive now. Like, I understand that better. But hopefully that makes sense. I really have to focus on these. Yeah, I guess that's like a hinge, something like that, right? But let me know. Let me know. Uh, I tried to explain it as well as I could. I'm not some god tier explainer, but it's what I could do. But it's good. The thing is, like, I'm glad you asked me these questions because it helps me understand it better as well in the way I try to explain it, right? So let's see. Yeah, I fucking love drawing for imagination. It just kind of, you just flow. You still challenge yourself, right? And that's what we want, to challenge ourselves. Something like that, I guess. But yeah, Corey, please let me know if that helps. Because right now I'm getting deafening silence, which is depressing. But yeah, just doing the same thing here, right? Like, this is your practice. You're gonna draw a plane, you're gonna draw an ellipse inside of it, all while thinking about all this. That's the thing. It's very difficult. You're gonna draw the plane, and still every time you're drawing something, you're gonna keep all of that in mind, right? For me, I don't need to use as much brain energy to do that. But like, for me, the excess brain energy is doing all of this, right? You see how it's just a more complicated version of the beginning. It's just more of the same, right? My brain is now allocating more space towards focusing on what's difficult to me right now, which is composition, which is balancing the white values and the black values, right? Which is very difficult because segregation really fucked things up, right? Balancing, trying to understand what good design language is, right? I don't know what the fuck good design language is, right? How do I know when to balance this shit? But yeah, okay. He said it helps. Thank you, Goat. Of course. I do my best. Even here, I can, little cylinder things, right? Is that helping? I don't know. But the fun part is you can kind of just keep going. And the biggest thing I'm focusing on right now is obviously just not crowding the information, right? Just gets slightly bigger, something like that. And we can even have it, there you go, something like that. So now we can kind of see that, okay, this is something mechanical like, right? that. And again, I'm trying to focus on single rounding, which is very difficult. But the shapes kind of speak for themselves after a certain point. If I do it like that, then obviously I go something like here, but that's misaligned, right? I misaligned that, so that's okay. Sometimes things just blend together, and that's fine. But let's see. So I'm basically attaching that. Right, I basically attached that. We need some balance here, so let's just turn this into something black, right? Just add some shadow here, right? And now I think I want to make it a bit thinner, right? Okay, I guess I'll do the fucking penguin that you were asking for, because I want to do something different to this. I guess this is going to be like a mech suit, right? Like a mech suit. So what the fuck does a penguin look like? Well, this is going to be an anthropomorphized, anthropomorphized penguin, right? But you know what? I'm not going to do any of that yet. Let's think about the body. Yeah, fuck you, Silver. I'm not doing that yet. What you gonna do about it? Let's think about the body, right? Okay, I'm glad it helped you, Corey. I'm glad it helped. But again, it's really just the repetition that's gonna do the work. It's really just the repetition, and genuinely just putting these things in the planes and being able to see that. But okay, you know what? We could just have this be a bit of a convergence down here, right? So what is a cool design? What is a cool? Because I have to think about. Let's see. Okay, and then we got. Let's see, somewhere here, so I can just. There you go. Right. Again, I'm always, to the best of my ability, always thinking about that plane. Makes a huge difference. You see, like I'm trying to keep that. It's not perfect, but I'm trying to keep it in mind. Right. This is how we create a consistency. See, again, like I'm always thinking about that. It's just I have to expend less brain energy to think about that. I can think more about the shape I'm drawing rather than the perspective the shape lies in, right? So yeah. And I don't even know, like this was supposed to look like a weapon thing. I'm still trying to figure out shape, design, big, medium, small. What the fuck? It's so many things, right? So when you have a decent understanding of perspective, like you see how I did this, I really still don't like how this looks. But when you have a decent understanding of perspective, it makes the application of things beyond that a lot easier. And that's why form is the end all be all. That's really why form is the end all be all. Because if you don't understand form, then you're always going to be struggling with making things make sense, you know? And again, guys, like I think those of you who watch me know how gradual my progress is, how slow everything is, like genuinely how slow everything is, right? But if it was fast, it would be worthless because you wouldn't commit. If you could learn fast, if you could learn exponentially just faster than everybody else, right? You would probably be a complete waste of space because you probably would not be the type of person who loves learning because you would take it for granted, right? Oh, I want to rant. Speaking of go ranted, I do want to go on a little bit, not of a rant, but I got a comment on one of my videos. So if you guys are interested in what I want to talk about, leave a comment being like, yeah, rant, Viggy. Give us that good old Viggy fucking bitching about random shit that nobody cares about, and I'll go for it. See, I probably shouldn't have drawn that. It's unnecessary. But here we can create some space. Make this maybe. There you go. Okay, so okay, I mean, okay. Okay, so let me think. What is a hard surfacey shape? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just start drawing. Okay, so if it's gonna be something attached like this, and then right. And now here's where we actually probably are gonna do some foreshortening. Not that I know what fabrics look like, but let's see. Oh, I love how the second. Oh, what the fuck! I knocked my thing back by accident. It's amazing. The second I was like, anybody want to hear me rant? Everybody dropped off. Fucking pieces of shits. It was just a mild request. Sad, 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 sad. Okay, well, I wasn't really gonna rant. I was basically just gonna say I got a comment. Somebody saying didn't understand why, as a beginner, I was using such a difficult brush pen, right? And they said it was painful to look at my lines. At first, obviously, because it was my first genuinely rude comment that I've gotten, right? I was a bit upset. And then after that, I was like, I'm not even upset. I'm just saddened that this person has such a poor mindset around learning, right? Because, hold up. There you go. Okay, and then we got the shoulders. So, okay. Here is our little penguin fucker, I guess. And then that's where the, okay, so we'll have, and let's see. Something like that. And then we have the beak. Not really, not that I know how to draw a beak, but it's like it's curved at the edge too, right? There you go, something like that. But let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to think of the box that this penguin is, and I know penguins don't really have fur. Don't worry, I'm well aware. But being aware doesn't mean I'm not gonna continue doing it, because this is my penguin, I guess. Okay, let's make him a jacked penguin. He has a fucking thick ass neck and giant shoulders, right? Okay, so we can do something like this. There you go. This is what the fuck. Uh, there you go. Whoa, I like your art. Isla Draws. Nice to meet you, Isla Draws. Thank you. I appreciate your very kind comment. You know, it's very nice of you to say. Okay, and we will give him a little space to rest in. Are you also an artist, Isla Draws? Nice to meet you. Okay, we should probably give him a seat, right? But this guy's a piece of shit. He doesn't wear a seatbelt, so we're purposely gonna. I'm gonna purposely put the seatbelt dangling behind him to show that he don't need safety, for he is the safety. He actually had a job as a safety inspection officer, but then it turns out it paid like shit, so that's why he decided to join the war cause. Now you know the lore. There you go. But let's make that a bit longer. Nice, I actually get to practice my multiple rounding like this as well. That's pretty good. And let's actually make this seatbelt a little bit longer. It's funny, once you know form, you can kind of just bullshit this stuff, right? Here, I'll even put the buckle on the back just to piss people off. How long have you been drawing for? Ah, I love this question because I will not give you some bullshit like, actually, like, no. I have been drawing since November 1st, 2022. I officially started that day. Before then, I was someone who drew once every couple years. As a child, I maybe had 10 drawings and I was just very patient. That's the TLDR. But officially, I had zero artistic expertise. I was just very patient. All right. My line work was poor. Everything was poor. Had no understanding of form, fundamentals, perspective, blah, blah, blah. Right. But November 1st, 2022, I decided to pick up art, and I specifically started with learning the fundamentals. I did draw a box up until April 1st, 2023, and then I switched to Artwad, ARTWOD, link in description. They're the sole reason I can do this. The entire thing is about perspective, form, and everything that builds off that. If you look at my channel, I do all of their exercises. So I have been drawing for 2 years and 8 months, consistently, roughly 5 days a week, 1 hour a day, right? A little bit more now that I'm fucking unemployed. But if, like, roughly, let's just say I draw for around 250 to 300 hours a year so far, right? So I hope that gives you a very concise explanation as to who I am and what I do. Let's go. Okay, we can also do this. So yeah, there you go. I fucking love answering that question because I hate it when artists are like, "Oh, like I've just been drawing for some time." And no, I wasn't. I am actually very happy I'm not an artist who drew since I was a kid, because fuck that shit. Not because it's not good for you, but because again, if you actually change my art, the banner of my channel recently, I just added one more sentence: demystifying the process to greatness. That's it. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm demystifying it. Everybody, you're welcome. If you ever wonder what it takes to draw like this, look at my channel. Since December 18, 2022, or 2024, I have what, 180 videos now. So you can do it. You can do it. We can all do it, but you can do it. All right. If I can do it, you can do it. You can 100% do it. Right. What I'm doing isn't even that special because I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just practicing. I'm trying to understand the general shapes that are comprised. Okay, so now we need, let's see, that's kind of, we can say that's not in perspective, so that's okay, right? And then maybe we want to have something like this. Okay, because we do want to keep it relatively in perspective, right? We don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose the perspective. Horizon line is here. This guy's body is facing that. Oh, so this should have been actually like that. So we can actually fix that right now. Funny enough, we can literally just fix this and nobody else will be the wiser because I can just do something like this. Right. There you go. Did that really fix it? Probably not, but it's okay. See that these mistakes so clearly happen, right? In terms of uh the perspective, but it's okay. So let's again keep his neck nice and jacked. Right, show off his little chest hairs. But there you go. And he doesn't really have a jaw, does he? Well, he's a fucking penguin. Wait, I thought you had at least 50K subs. You're so underrated. Yeah, don't worry. The subs will come. Right? I appreciate you saying that, but the subs will come, right? Preferably on my face, but it will happen on one point. I appreciate you saying that though. Because I know, like, it's just I'm putting in the work, right? So I just know that it's gonna happen. So join in early. Join in early. Join my channel. Draw along with me, right? Practice the fundamentals with me. He will earn his subscribers and like it. It's true. I'll have a giant fucking boner with every sub I get. And then to kind of indicate that, okay, this is someone in a robotic mech suit. Hopefully it indicates that. I'm trying to keep that in mind. And we'll just darken that out so it reads a bit better. But yeah, see, I fucked up the perspective there. But again, we can just fix it by, again, realigning things. What this is nothing. Like what I'm drawing here is literally nothing. But what we're doing is just establishing that, okay, like kind of things in perspective exist. Little mechanical shapes of this sort, right? I could just do this as well. And let's see. Yeah, but I appreciate you saying that Isla draws or Isla draws. Yeah, please let me know if you've also been drawing. I assume you have, otherwise that name would be a complete fucking slap in the face. But let's see. Let's do something like, okay, I already kind of fucked that up, but we can still fix it. There you go. And then we can have something like this. Again, I'm kind of just postulating, like if that makes any sense to you. So yeah, then we just keep going. But again, this will be a bit wider. Right. We can get the background of the chair afterwards. He deserves at least 50K for sure. Oh, thank you so much, Corey. I appreciate you. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. Again, think about it this way, right? My channel is just, and I really like my new thumbnail format. I get to make my retarded thumbnails, right? Like what I find funny at the very least. And in the background, you see that drawings have been made, right? It's very clear to see drawings have been made. But it all depends. This channel is perfect because it depends on my skill growth. As I get better at those fundamentals, and as I continue to work on figure, environment, like this fucking the entire like this shit, right? Like these different artwad roadmaps and workouts, just over the years I'm just going to get better at those things, and that will translate to these drawings as well, right? So there will be a point 5 6 however many years from now that my thumbnails will just be comprised of very, very structurally and foundationally strong drawings, and that I believe will do the work. Just the quality of what I put out will do the work in attracting the user base. Plus I'm going to be teaching at one point too, so that will also help people come to me, because I'm going to put out a video on mindset in a few years, right? I'm going to put out a video on fundamentals, importance of them, things like that, right? So the audience will come. Right now I'm in the building phase, right? I'm building my swagger, as they say. So there's no need to be in a rush, really, at all. Will you teach history? I know nothing about art history, but I will try geography because I got an 85 when I was a kid, which is pretty good. Right? See, I don't know how to draw a chest, but we're going to give him a titty anyways. Let's see. Something like this. Right. Okay, then. Yeah, I got you. I'm glad I answered your question exactly how you wanted me to. See, like, I don't know how to draw a body. That looks fucking wonky as hell. That looks so bad. Do you think you will ever start doing YouTube shorts? Isla Draws asks. Maybe, but nowhere near in the future. Again, this channel is actually a delayed gratification channel. It's why I encourage people to draw along with me, because I'm not here to just be like, look at me, I'm drawing. Like, none of that shit whatsoever. Okay, this is not a channel for that. This is a channel to learn someone's slow, gradual progress. My friends have been giving me a lot of shit. Even I literally talked to them fucking a few days ago, or literally when I chilled with them, and one of my friends was like, "Bro, you could have so many more subscribers if you made your videos shorter, right? You're being stubborn, this, that." But I don't want people who are just here to fucking do nothing, essentially, right? Just to fucking watch a little. You don't learn anything. You are not. If you're here for my channel exists to teach you about how you can get good at art, like the things you can practice, right? It's not really a teaching channel per se, but I've gotten a lot of comments of people saying they've learned from me, you know, and that is good because you're learning by seeing what is possible to be done, right? I guess that's the way I see it. I don't think it makes sense to have my channel be bastardized by the algorithm and what its demands. You know, that's not what I'm here for. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm glad it makes sense. Think about it this way, right? Think about how 6 years from now I'm going to be exponentially, as an objective fact, I'm going to be a much more incredible artist, right? Because I'm putting in the right type of work. Think about how because I don't care if these videos get views or not, because I'm leaving. This is the history I'm leaving, right? I'm leaving the history of progress. So 6 years from now, somebody sees how good I am, right? And they're like, "What the fuck? I want to draw like this," because they will. There will be people who look at this and be like, "How the hell can I be like this?" Right? Not that you should learn how to draw exactly like me, but how to build the foundation. There will be people who do that. And when they click on my channel, they will see there exists 800, 900, 1,000, 1,000 plus videos of just practicing things slowly but surely. And that's why I made my intro video. My intro video sets the stage for my channel. It tells you exactly what I'm all about. So yeah, like, subscribe. I'm trying to make this guy's eyes a bit more understandable, but hopefully it looks like he's looking that way, which is kind of all I'm thinking about right now. Okay, there you go. Now this thing we want to let's see. And I know how to fit this all in perspective, which is fine. That's fine by me, right? Let me start adding some textures here. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. Isla draws, right? I hope you all understand what I'm about. I'm not here to make momentary impression. I'm here to leave a lasting impact on the art world. Okay, I have a very very strong vision which will be hit because I am doing the work to hit it. It's as simple as that. And join me on my journey to greatness. It's as simple as that. Just join me. Yawn. Excuse me? Yawn? I will fucking ban your piece of shit. Yeah, I got the gist. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for always humbling me, Silver Comet, you fucking cunt. Die. Just die. Are you not done with your food break, you piece of shit? Go fucking back to drawing. Oh, and please shill my channel to everybody you know. There you go. Let's see. I'm just trying to add textures, but I'm not really well versed in textures, right? So it is difficult, of course. And so a lot of my lines were unintentionally really thick, like this one over here. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to figure that out. I got a few in mind. My name is pronounced I Isla, by the way. Oh, okay, Isla. That makes a lot more sense. So yes, like, subscribe, subscribe, and like all that shit. I'll mention you to Ibukize. Is that Japanese? Ibukize, or like Ibukais if I want to be white as shit. I don't know, but he's another streamer. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Another art streamer, I assume. I didn't even know art streamers were a thing. I thought I was so unique. I thought I'd found a niche. I thought I'd created a niche. But okay, you said it right the first time. Ibukize? Okay, wonderful. You see, so I'm trying to figure out the perspective. So we can actually do something like this. If this is the horizon line, we can start by creating the body, right? because this is the horizon line, right here somewhere, or right here. So I can actually start by doing something like this. Why these lines are coming out so thin, no idea. But I'm trying to think of it. There's also Nikki Four, who's currently drawing Spawn. Yeah, I know about Nikki Four. I commented. I'm like, I told him he was a sick artist. Yeah, his skills are incredible and admirable. So yeah, I was just impressed all around. I'm just going to actually this will help us establish our perspective. Funny enough, I just do something like this. Right, and then this is straight, and this is just gonna go. That is good. Thank you. I don't know what you're saying that is good for. The fact that I complimented him, I guess. So yeah, I am doing my best to always think about the perspective, of course. I just realized I forgot to draw this guy's torso. Like I gave him the front, but I didn't give him the back. Okay, well it's just gonna be like this. Yeah, like that, I guess. And his ass is just grass, apparently. We'll have him sit like that. Yes, thank you, Silver Comet. So yeah, obviously, again, like I'm really trying to figure out rendering, right? But it's not the best, but it's okay because we're just gonna slowly get better, right? And for those of you who will stick around 5, 10 years from now, I appreciate it. I assume many of you will lose interest because I'm at a point now where the 500 whatever subscribers in that people are losing interest, and it's fine. That's completely okay. It depresses me. I want to kill myself, but it's completely okay. So I do appreciate those of you who are still here, or will continue to be here as time goes on. There's your shitty penguin. But yeah, what did he say? Depends who lives that long. What the fuck, bro? You need to get to the gym. Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess that's the ass. Whatever. So we'll leave this. There you go. Kind of established a perspective here. Even do something like that. Okay, well, at least we know that this guy's in a mech suit of sorts, and hopefully we're establishing perspective. Okay, cool. How long has my stream been going for? 53 minutes. Nice. I have an hour continuous. Let me check my battery because that fucked me last time. 83%. Okay, we're wonderful. We're doing great. So, I mean, I say we're doing great, but it's me. You guys haven't done shit. But either way, I need to think about unique roundings that I can do. Okay, maybe something like this. This pen really isn't uh playing along with me right now very well. Oh, there you go. See, that looks very robotic and rounded. There you go. See, because I am practicing multiple rounding on the ArtWad fundamentals roadmap now, so and I'm trying to keep in mind what somebody on the Broken Draw Discord gave me as a tip. Well, first they gave me their tip, and then they gave me a tip, and it was essentially kind of trying to think about line economy or some shit. Not that I know what that means, but if I just think about the rounding, right, specifically, we can leave a lot of space here. Something like that. Right. Cool. And now we just need to think about how this thing is going to walk. Because now, I'll do the other arm later, obviously. I actually have an idea of what they're shooting at, but it depends on how I finesse this, right? But let's see. Add a thruster beneath. Hmm. Okay, so something like this. It's like a rocket thruster, right? So it should be something like that, but better. So I assume it needs to be quite large to accommodate for this fucking thing. Yes. Hi, Panda TYM. Hey, I vaguely remember you, Panda. How's it going? You see, content creators do care. We're not just pieces of shits after all. How can you draw? How can you draw with a pen without messing up? Well, like if you look at my channel, literally just watch my intro video. But actually, no, I'm not gonna force you to do that. But I will watch my intro video. Thank you very much. Hello, Bamboo Eater. Okay. So let me explain to Isla how I can use a pen without messing up. The answer is I started with a pen, and I've only ever used a pen. Simple as that, right? Um, like if you want to see how badly I fucked up in the beginning, I'm gonna take a break. This is a good way to rest my brain. But let me show you exactly how much work I did in order to get to this point. Right? I've shown this a couple times, but it's always fun showing it again. Again, I'm here to show you that I'm not well, I'm not some genius or anything. Well, I can't show it properly, but here's my first, draw box lesson 1, page 5. So when I first started, right? If you didn't know what a pen was, I would be worried for your mental health. Nice. Very, very, very kind of you, Silver Comet. Right? So that's what. Like, by the way, this is how thick this is. This is how thick. This is all my fundamentals practice that I did for the first year and a half. Right? So this is all like Drawbox was all about drawing from the shoulder and shit. But these are honestly the most retarded exercises in the world, right? Drawing extremely large boxes without any understanding. But it's good because it got me thinking about the vanishing point, which is very helpful. But then we get to, let's see, Artwad, right? Pre-Artwad. Okay, there you go. So this is before Artwad. This is before I could afford it because I didn't get any money yet, right, from my job. So box rotation, I was like trying to practice the things based on the Proco video, right? And then, yeah, 30, 40 pages later, okay, by the way, this is like months in between. Months in between, I'm doing this. But look at my cylinders. Look at them. Look at my cylinders. 250 cylinder challenge. Do you see this? Do you see how shit this is? Okay, right? So keep that in mind, right? Look how bad my cylinders are here. Look at this. Look at that one. You see that? I hope this helps you understand that it's just consistent practice, always using a pen, right? But again, this wasn't doing what I wanted. Oh, practicing thousands of lines, because look, this is like clusters, right? It's a bunch of lines. So this is how I did it. Practicing ellipses. Corey, if you're still watching, look at all the ellipse work I did. Okay, this is what I mean when I say you have to put in a lot of work. Look at all the fucking ellipse work I did. I just kept drawing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, right? And then a year and a half later, October 2024, I was like, wait, I want to use a brush pen like Kim Jong-il. Look at my first brush pen lines. Look at them now. Look at them last October. Oh, sorry, 2023 October. This was 2023 October. So it's been years. Like, look at this. Look at that, how fucking shit inconsistency they are. Months pass. Okay, they're getting slightly better, right? Cylinders are getting slightly better. Box and cylinder clusters, right? So, and then this is like the final little woohoo, like all that work months later, 13 months later, after I started Artwad's cylinder cluster practice. It's getting decent. There you go. All right, Silver Comet's been saying a bunch of shit, so let's see what he's saying, right? Yeah, that would be annoying for some, especially since they would need to seek the info. I think you're talking about what I was saying about Drawbox. Yeah, when I see cylinders, I think of a burrito. Very good. And someone with no knowledge of drawing would just say you like drawing lines. Well, that's literally all drawing is. Just lines, but you lines with purpose, right? And oh, I think I fucked up the thruster, but I'm pretty sure I can make up for it. So it should be something like this. Now I want a burrito. Thank you. I'm so glad that all the fucking shit I showed you just made you guys hungry. You pieces of shits. There you go. I think the thruster is like that, right? It has that rounding in between. But I hope, yeah, I hope that shows you exactly how much work I put in into this shit. Let's try to make this a bit clearer. I fucking hate all of you. I'm like, look how much work I did, and the responses. I want a burrito. Die, every single one of you die. But I also lost my train of thought. I'm pretty sure I can make. Okay, my lines need work. There you go. See, when you don't focus, you lose it. Right. But yeah, I hope that explains to you how I can draw with a pen. I've been doing it literally since I started drawing. Okay? Yeah, I've been doing it for a very long time. And it's not even that long. My goal lines are Kim Jong-il lines, Peter Han lines, Karl Kopinski lines, Katya Terada lines. I did mess this up. I thought I could fix it, but I think I messed it up. That doesn't really look like a thruster anymore. What type? Yeah, you guys talk about your burritos. Fuck you. Okay. Maybe we could just have this. There you go. There you go. Okay, now I can fix that. I'm thinking of some ground beef and some lettuce. Yum. Nice. I'm proud of you guys. There you go. I know how to fix this, hopefully. I always say that with such confidence and then it goes to shit. There you go. And now we just darken this out. Right? Get rid of some lines that perhaps. Because Kim Jong il, the thing is, he makes a lot of mistakes as well, but he is able to adapt to them, right? So I also do need to get to the practice of just adapting to mistakes to the best of my ability, right? And here, maybe I can even add a little. It's gonna look a bit messy because I did fuck it up, but okay. I guess that's the best I can do. Speaking of beef, add a baby cow. Yeah, maybe. Yes, I hate all of you. I fucking hate all of you. I got distracted with the thruster thing, and then I fucked up the thruster, and now here I am trying to undo my damn mistakes. But honestly, my lines are also the problem. So I can't really blame you guys too much, because if my lines were better, this wouldn't be an issue, right? And I can just kind of have it attached like that. What does a thruster even look like? Isn't it just like little? They have like little fucking cylinders in there, and then it's something like that, right? This is not helping. Yeah, when in doubt, just make it all dark, I guess. Couldn't you just use a white Posca if you mess up? To be specific, Highland cattle. Well, that's the thing, right? If I keep erasing my mistakes with or whiting out my mistakes, I won't learn from those mistakes. That's my mentality, right? I could just use something to white it out, but I don't want to. I want to live with it. So next time I'm aware that, hey, don't just randomly fucking regurgitate lines, right? Think before you do something. You know, that's what I want to focus on. Okay, and what's another little mechy thing I can add here? It's basically like that. So, I mean, I guess I could just leave this and just add another rounding, right? Like this. Okay, so let's see. Right, there you go. How long do you ponder on your thoughts? I don't have any thoughts. That's why I don't ponder. I just do them. And then when mistakes happen, I just laugh and I say, "Ha, classic Viggy. Always not pondering." Pretty good time for me. Highland cattles are so cute. They are pretty cute, so I prefer to eat them. There you go. Now we're gonna end it here. I did not mean to make something like this, but we never really mean to make anything, do we? His thoughts are forever out of reach. How sad. I know, right? I'm just a stream of consciousness. There you go. Okay, I did want to do something here. It was initially something different, but this is how we adapt. Would you like a stepping stool to help you reach them? Considering I'm only 5'7", that would be helpful. Thank you. Okay. Right. And again, we can just do something like this. There you go. Okay. Ta-da! We have robot-looking mech suit slowly but surely coming to fruition. Right? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. There you go. Cool. Okay. There are some other things that need to be done in order to ensure that it makes sense. Like for instance, I should just black this out. Could have done more here actually, but it's okay. And then I want to maybe do something like that because this is a manipulated shape, of course. I want a Highland candle. Candle? Am I retarded? What the fuck? Highland cattle. This is Jesus Christ. Then get one. You don't let your dreams. Look up what a baby Highland cow is, so you get the idea. Bro, I'm not drawing that shit. Leave me alone. Jesus Christ. Can't a man just draw what he wants to draw? I will only take your opinion when I ask for it. What? What is so difficult to understand about that? You said maybe earlier. Okay, fine, maybe, sure. But right now, as you can see, I'm in the middle of drawing a giant mech looking thing. Why? Why can't you understand? There you go. It's time to start converging. Okay. So yes, you will. It is only a matter of time. Do you like candles? I guess I can draw one right now. Here, let's draw. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fucking waste my the only little brain power I have left on fucking candles. Candles do have their uses. That's very true. They do. Okay. I'm just gonna try something. There you go. There you go. It's like a fucking, I guess, completely unnecessary cluster of cylinders to showcase firearm superiority. Right? See, sure they are a fire hazard, but hey, it is what it is. I agree. I agree with that. Let's call this the SSS uh Gluck Gluck. There you go. The SSS Gluck Gluck. Cool. Make sure the fucking bullet's on the other side. Something like that. Make sure that goes over. Cover this out. Right. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? My parents are home. I just realized. Anyways, so hopefully, this is trying to maybe make sense. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Let's start. Let's start adding the legs. What do we want to do with the legs? Okay. Well, first we need a pivot. So we need something like right. Still thinking about the perspective. Thank goodness. Okay. We need Isla draws. I just had this strange mental image of a gorilla eating candles. This chat isn't mine anymore. This is no longer my stream. I have I have completely accepted my fate as just a passenger on this ride. These people are just fucking using me as background music, which I actually appreciate. Thank you. Okay, this is off center, obviously. So we need to not do that. Okay, that's also off center, so we need to not do that as well. But we can actually we need a pivot. That's what I said, right? We need a pivot. There you go. All right, how can we make these legs interesting, I guess? Let's think. Because if this guy's leg is like all the way fucking down here somewhere for his whatever he's riding. So ooh, very nice. I just need to see, I don't know how to draw mech legs, but what I do know is we can just add more single rounding. And hopefully oh shit, Isla draws just use an M dash. That is a generative AI confirmed. Her opinions are now invalid, for she is not a real person. There you go. Okay. And I can do something like, okay, how can we do this? How can we do this? Okay. I'm very real. Prove it. Prove it by liking and subscribing, you piece of shit. Prove it. Oh, okay, okay. I think I got a decent idea. Right? And then we can. There you go. Nice. That's not bad. Oh, God. She's not even sure if she's real or not. And thus, the dead internet theory begins. You know, for never having drawn anything mechanical or studied mech design properly, because I'm not in ArtWAD's. I haven't really done much of their cute bots workout yet, right? This is actually pretty decent, I will say. Yeah, this is not bad. Yeah, we need to add. We need to make them sort of independent of each other. That's pretty cool. Not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. Let's see how long it takes to regret those words. But yeah, these guys are shooting at something. I'm probably not even finishing this drawing today, but that's fine. Okay, so big, medium, small. Right. Okay. That's a mistake. There you go. Make a little cutout there. We can have more cutouts here, right? Something like that. This is probably just, we can just put a little cylinder there to showcase. Okay, well, these things are mechanical gears, right? Something is happening at the very least. But yeah, not bad. This is obviously like this guy's face is so fucking skewed. It's so dumb. He actually looks retarded. He literally looks retarded. He's like, right. That's not working. So bad. We'll leave it. We'll leave it as it is. But let's see. Because yeah, I do want to showcase that this is something mechanical. There you go. Baby Highland cattles are so small. Jesus Christ, you guys are so on this. There you go. Indeed. Nice. Cover this up. This is really good practice in applying broader brush strokes to, like with the pen, right? With the brush pen, because it's fucking hard, man. It's hard to not accidentally smudge over something else. And to do it swiftly too. Right now, what I'm doing is probably very inefficient, but we want to technically, we want to be able to do it in one fell swoop with just the right kind of brush strokes. Right now, I'm kind of just filling it out, but it's not really doing much. Right? Why are there only 2 people chatting? Because this is a stream of 6 people. Some people are just watching and they're entertained. I don't think they really care to chat, unfortunately. That's how you know they're not real fans. Everybody shame them. Shame them for not being real fans. But either way. Okay. So we've established this. Now I just need the leg to look like something. Well, I guess before I make the leg look like something, let's make the feet look like something, right? This way I can just follow this guy's perspective, which is actually pretty easy. There you go. I don't know. Cool. Right. Now, there you go. We're in the same perspective. Everything makes sense. Wonderful. Something like that. Let's do. There you go. So it's kind of like connecting this, I guess. And then this feet can also have little roundings, right? So something like this as it goes. Blocking that out. Don't bother me though. Doesn't bother me though. Yeah, see, Silver Comet, he enjoys the fact that it's just us. You know, it's just the boys and the girls. Monkeys or zebras? Monkeys, because it helps with anatomy. Right. Go. Let's try doing something like something like that, right? And something like this. Okay. Oh, yeah, Yukaha Uni is back. Hello. The third person has arrived. Wonderful. Hello. Know what a gibbon is? That's an animal, right? Hi. Okay, everybody's just saying hi. Wonderful. Look at that. Building a community. So, so proud of this community I've been building. You can hear it in my voice how proud I am. Right? So, at this point, I guess something like that. Probably something like this. Right? Gibbons are so cute. Hashtag Yukaha at Yukaha Uni greetings. I should really stop reading out chat 24/7, but it's fun. It's actually really fun. Okay. All right, my friend has encouraged me to start calling you guys chat rather than by your names because he's like apparently that's what people do. So I'll give it an honest shot. Right? Let's see how that goes. Um, Probably best to put this in shadow as well, I assume. Cool. This drawing is turning out really well. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Yukanaha. I appreciate it. I'm just, well, now that I've added single rounding elements to the design, and I'm trying to think, even though it may seem like I'm not really thinking at all, I am trying to make a conscious effort to think. But another thing is this should all be in shadow because the top of this machine is covering this right here, right? This would all be in cast shadow. There you go. Greetings. Yeah, everybody's just saying hi. Wonderful. I want a gibbon and a Highland cow. I don't know why the fuck I attract people like this. I'm all like, hey guys, let's draw along. And they're like, shut the fuck up. You draw in the background and we're gonna have a conversation. Am I complaining? No, I'm ranting. I'm crying. I'm pleading for a change. But I'm not gonna take any action to change it. In fact, I'm gonna welcome this over and over again. Why not a baby pangolin? Pangolin as well? God, you fucking cunts. I have not gotten to animals. Okay? I will do my best, but I literally have not gotten to animals. I've barely gotten to people. Give me a fucking couple years till I start doing all that shit. Well, not saying I'm not gonna do it now, but don't expect it to be good, right? Well, this is a good way to use up all the ink of this pen. Nice. We. All right. Keep drawing. Keep narrating. Apparently, this generation hates it when there's silence. Right. Okay. Yes. There's also the tree kangaroo. Gimme the fact that you don't know what a pangolin is actually saddening. How is it saddening? We have different life experiences. The fact that you're judging me for not knowing what something is equally saddening. Cunt. Yeah, I got him. I got him good. Now he's gonna go home and cry, or he's gonna move on with the day because I'm just some random fucker on the internet. Hopefully the former and never the latter. Okay. Listen, I've heard of a fangolin. Fangolin? A fagolin? No, a pangolin. I've heard of one, and I've probably seen a picture. Okay. But can I recall it right now? No. Well, basically, they are passive animals. Can somebody get me a baby pangolin? Is that legal? What type of animal is a pangolin? Is it a rodent? Is it a deer-like animal? What is it? Is it a is it a bird? I wanted to have that robot and turn it into an explosion machine and an ice cream cart. Sadly, they're poached because people want to eat their scales. It's four-legged. Oh, is this a lizard? Scales? It's a reptile? An amphibian? It's probably a reptile. Yeah, poaching is fucking pathetic. Ugh, it's just, I just, I just want to PETA everywhere, but I can't. So it can walk on two legs. Nice. So it has does it have like a larger femur or something? Okay, that looks pretty interesting. They have scales on their back. It's a mammal. Oh, okay. And we'll do something like there you go. And we'll get that through there. This can go up here, like so. That should be enough, right? There you go. That's a cool looking leg. And I've set the perspective decently. I want a goat. It's the most poached animal for traffic. Jesus Christ, but that's just fucked up. They basically eat termites. You're poaching something that just eats ants? Shame. Okay. Uh cool. This looks like a leg-like thing, right? Nice. Probably doesn't make much sense, but it's whatever. Okay. Goat Y. A mountain goat would be a nightmare seeing as they like salt. At this point, my commentary isn't even my own commentary. I'm just curious as to what everybody else is talking about. Okay. Nice. So I am creating a strong convergence. That's good. And let's just have something gigantic elliptical here. Same thing, right? Fold perspective. There you go. Something like that. Cool. That looks pretty relatively legitimate. So much so that they will harm a human to get their salt from within. Jesus Christ. Yes, I agree. What indeed? In all caps. You're really lost. I think you got how Uni's talking to me. I am fucking lost, bro. The conversation, I'm just focusing on them at this point. Fuckers. I want it. I want an African pygmy goat. Yeah, and me too. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Fuck you guys. I will read your bullshit later. Oh my god. I'm just gonna draw. I fucking hate my life. Anybody else who's watching, understand I'm not doing this on purpose. They got me, man. They got me good. Okay, so there you go. And we can just, yeah, I guess something like this. See, the lines do need work, right? Gotta make them a bit thinner. That's why we need them Kim Jong-il lines. Can you draw a bird holding salt? What are they saying? Yeah, they can smell our salt if you know what that is. They come after our semen? What the fuck? You missed the chat. Can you draw a bird holding salt? Just have the salt being held in its feathers. Next time. Next stream. Can you not see I'm trying to figure out the logistics of this fucking of this leg? Do you not understand what I'm going through? Or is that lost on you fuckers? There you go. Oh, that was a fuck up. Whatever, just leave it. Let's just get this other leg over with. There you go. See, thinking about the perspective. We. There you go. It's like something like this. Okay, I'm not even gonna entertain this chat anymore. I hope you all entertain yourself, fuckers. Talking about fucking animals and shit. What about me? Watch me become great, guys. At this point, I should just rebrand. Oh, nice. She name dropped me. Never mind. We're back. We are so back. I'm going to assume Isla is a woman. Sounds like a female name. If not, you should have a conversation with your parents. But do you have a pet Viggy? My friends have a pet Viggy, but it's really hard to control. Okay, so oh wait, I forgot that this whole thing. Fuck. This is why I don't let myself get distracted. God damn it. Whatever. It's okay. Nobody's gonna notice, anyways. Cool. Apparently, there's a job where you can feed baby manatees, and the population's rising. Wonderful. Cool. I guess. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna go back to fucking drawing. Why are you guys so interesting? Cool. And then we'll draw this back thing, which is basically just a giant box that is connected, right? Making it look like cables and shit. Still don't know what I'm doing here, but cool. And this line, that line, right? This is just like random mechanical bullshit that I'm just coming up with on the spot. And I'm trying to keep the perspective in mind. I think hopefully this is starting to look like it's in perspective. I don't fucking know. Cool. And yeah, this thing is kind of coming out like that. Go in, coming out like that. Okay, and then we have another one of that. And then we just bring this back. Cool. Do these guys look like they're in the same perspective? Kind of, right? I hope so. I hope so. Okay. There you go. Let's just. Can you poke any corner of the paper? What does that mean? Like this? You just want me to. There you go. I'm poking it. Why? You want to check if I'm AI? I'm not AI. Trust me. AI wishes it was this retarded. But unfortunately, nay. Okay. It's been an hour and a half. So now I'm going to focus on what do I want to focus on, guys? What should I focus on now? I'm gonna do shadows. I don't know why I'm asking you. I already know what I'm gonna focus on. Fuck you. I already literally exactly know what I'm gonna do next. But I guess I was just trying to be nice. Baby Highland cow. You know, just for you, I'm gonna fucking search up what a baby Highland cow looks like, and then I'm just gonna draw one right here, and it's gonna be garbage, and you're gonna thank me for it being garbage because you wanted this, right? You wanted a fucking baby Highland cow. I'm gonna search what a baby Highland cow looks like right now. Okay. Just so you know, everybody who's watching the stream, it is being interrupted because other people in this chat are very disrespectful to your time and have their own selfish requests. Baby Highland cow. Thank you for watching. Let's see this. Images. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. That's pretty fucking adorable, man. Oh, that's a little fucker right there. Okay. I'm going to. There you go. Let's. What the fuck? No, I don't want to do that. God damn it. Why? I'm just trying to put it as like a side thing. I'm just trying to put this fucker as a side app. Oh, wait. Is this what I have to do? Hold up. Hold up. Jesus fucking Christ. Give me a second. God damn it. There you go. Okay. I have the baby Highland cow. Wonderful. All right. Look up the pic first. Yeah, I have a pic as a reference. We are going to try to create a little mannequin of this fucker. And this actually, this fucker, this will give a good sense of scale. Hopefully. You know what? Before I do that, let me at least fuck this guy's face up a little bit more. There you go. He's a smallpox. Funny. Only to me, of course. So let's see. We'll put it right here, right? We're going to turn its head into a box first. Let me see what the side of its head looks like. Does this normally happen in your streams? What, me just randomly drawing shit that people request? Kind of, not really. I like to at least have it relate to what I'm currently doing, but you guys bastardize that to hell and beyond. So this is a first. where somebody just tells me to go fuck myself and to draw something they want. So if you're asking about that, then yes, this is a first. This does not happen often. But anyways, listen, I'm not gonna be able to draw this well. I'll tell you this right now. Okay. So don't be so excited. Because drawing a fucking animal, which I have no experience, I just creatures in general, creature design, I don't have experience in, and then having to draw in a different perspective than what I see, it's already pretty difficult. Let's just get that nose down first. Eh. This is like an abstraction, right? I have to understand and figure out how to abstract this fucker so it makes sense. This is gonna look more like a dog at this point, I swear. There you go. There's the eyes, right? And then, what is it? The head. Little Highland cow. And let's see, what's the bottom of the mouth? Is it like this? I guess. And that nose is actually supposed to be a lot larger. Fuck it, let's. There you go. Let's make the nose black. It's cute. Yeah, for now. For now. Do not get your hopes up. Okay? Because I'm looking at a reference, and the reference is staring at me like this. It's a full picture. It's staring at me like this. I'm trying to turn into a tiny little fucker over here. Right? You should just be glad I have a little bit of understanding of form. But you shouldn't be glad that I can bastardize the form. There you go. The nose is already a bit fucked. Okay, as long as Isla draws likes it, right? That's progress. What the fuck is the side of this body? Okay, that's the fucking. Okay, yeah, that's the head, I guess. And then we have the long ass torso. And then the hind legs. They're like little stumps. Fuck, I need a side picture. I don't even know what the hell those legs look like. Damn it. There's no side picture whatsoever. They're all from the front. I get it. It's a cute fucking animal, but god damn it. Okay, and then from the front, you can kind of just. There's your. Does it have a tail? I'm gonna give it a tail. I'm gonna give it like the most stereotypical cow tail. Oh wait, that's a pig's tail. Fuck. Whatever. There's your. Does it have hooves? I'm gonna give it hooves. There you go. Tail. Okay. There is your Highland. Actually, you know what? It does add a sense of scale. I will say that much. We can even do this. We can even put it on a box for even more scale. Right? And it adds to that perspective as well. We can literally just put it on a box. Reinforce the perspective as well. Ta-da! There's your cow. That's all you're getting from me. What a shit cow too. But I appreciate that you like it, I guess. Now let's add a little fur over here. Right, maybe a little fur here. Little fucking fuckers there. There you go. Spread the fur out a little bit. Doesn't need to be as much here. Ta-da! Let's make the hooves have some highlights, right? . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . There you go. There it is. There it is. Your my I guess whatever this is. Your little Highland cow. You know what? Just because you like it being so cute, I'll even. There you go. Its tongue is sticking out. Could have made those lines thinner, but but yeah, there you go. Its tongue is sticking out. Okay, so it's been. I have 15 minutes left till my 2 hour mark, right? So I am going to shade now. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Let me let me just indicate the box, or just add little lines for my own sake, I guess. Little shitty lines. There you go. But cool. That took me like an hour and a half. That's not bad. Now I'm gonna shade. Because I didn't like how this turned out. But it's gonna be very subtle shading. At least what I believe to be subtle shading, right? Because I want this guy to stand out. I want this guy to stand out, compared to the machinery that they're using, right? I think that's a nice little visual direction I could go in. But of course, it's gonna block some other things out too, and that's okay. Wonderful. So yeah, how do you guys like it? I guess. How do you guys like the drawing so far? Right? How's it looking, relatively speaking? Okay, if I'm going to make the light come from this way, I'm gonna have to figure out my lighting. Okay, these things are. This can be in shadow a little bit, right? There can be a little bit of shadow there. There can be a little bit of shadow there. This line in and of itself needs to be a bit better, but good. Thank you, Silver Comment. Dude? I don't understand. You're 22 years old. How are you so fucking? Why do you type like you're 50 years old? Super blunt and shit. Right? Is that the bit? Is that a bit, or do you just not emote whatsoever? I'm curious. I'm trying to understand how different people are around the world, right? I'm not judging. I'm disliking. What is your favorite animal? You have entertained me. Good job. Thank you so much. And you have responded to my entertainment. So you good job. What is my favorite animal? He said nudibranch. You really know a lot about animals. Damn. This is gonna be a great way to practice my lines. Damn, bro. Yeah, just subtle. Just want to keep it relatively subtle. Textures speak for themselves. Add a little lighting here and there. Viggy, what's yours? My favorite animal. Probably a boring answer. I don't know if I really have one. As an artist, I know I'm just gonna love drawing anything and everything. Animal wise, favorite animal though, I guess like Siberian tiger. Siberian tiger is pretty fucking cool. Because Animorphs especially made me love the Siberian tiger. Right. So they're jacked as fuck. They're like a fucking 600 pounds. Very inspirational, and they're natural, which is even more impressive. So it honestly makes me think I could get there too at one point, which I appreciate more than anything. Okay, just like little things here and there. Do you know about the golden tiger? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I've heard of it or not. Possibly. This was a pretty good session. I don't know how I feel about this entire mech in general, but I did create it, right? So there was actually a tiger species bigger than that, but it was hunted to extinction. Oh, bigger than the Siberian? Damn. Impressive. Let's see Paul Allen Siberian tiger. This just gonna not like I know much about adding the shading here anyways, but yeah, see, it was the Caspian tiger. Impressed. Oh, okay. There you go. We need this shit. It wasn't connecting before. That's actually something I noticed when I did it last week. Cool. Uh, yeah, this was probably still in shadow a decent amount, so we just need to make it come to life. Come to life. Okay, again, the lighting is from the right side, so something like that. Actually, I fucked up here because if that's the case, I should actually have the left side be a lot darker, right? What's your favorite live stream you've done, Viggy? I almost forgot I'm watching a live stream. I fucking hate you people. And I said you people, that's right. But my favorite live streams, it would be well, the one at the previous one, right? That took like 2 3 parts. The one with fucking Perry holding a Glock. That one was really fun. I like this one as well. I didn't like last Monday when I did this specifically. I really didn't like it. But now that I'm fixing it, because what I didn't like was the fact that everything was blending together. But now that I'm fixing that, and this is gonna have darker values, I like this one, and I like the fact that you came on. It's always nice meeting new people, right? I like that I created some sort of mech thing. It wasn't perfect whatsoever, but it was something, which is nice, right? So, I like all my live streams. At the end of the day, I'm just drawing and learning, so that's always fun for me. What's the point of having a favorite when we are all witness to the change of an individual before us? Deep. That is deep. Both in art and in mind. Oh, bro, rock hard. Thank you. But yeah, lighting is coming from this way. Okay. Again, I don't really understand lighting. I want to make it very clear. But a general idea, I guess. Right. I want a golden tiger. You do that. You do that, Isla. You get that tiger. I don't even know if this makes sense. I was trying something and I think it failed. But hey, as long as I define my shadow shapes, should be fine, right? I guess this is my little Monday stream that I'm doing, which is good enough for me. Doing it in one go is all nice. I don't think this really makes any sense, but it's okay. As long as I keep it consistent, right? If I consistently make sure it doesn't make sense, then it should be fine. Someone give me a pangolin, a Highland cattle, a gibbon, a tree kangaroo, an African pygmy goat, a golden tiger, a Viggy, and a burrito. My God, this is like the fucking 12 days of Christmas, but my channel rendition, I guess. Uh, and a Viggy when he live streams. Beautiful. Okay, over here I can just again focus on making just the left side a bit darker. I see now we're getting a bit more of a clarity, I think. Discrepancy, separation, whatever, between this thing holding it and this. Isla draws says BRB. I'm still curious if she has a channel or not. But I guess I'll never find out. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I like this pen. This pen also will force me to have decent. I do have a channel. Nice, nice. I will check it out then. Okay, now real BRB. Okay. Let's see. Just trying to add this shit. I'm trying to figure out what it's doing in relation to the shape. And what I like about this brush pen is the grays actually gradually diminish over time. But that's another thing, is like you have to make sure not to constantly go over the same area with the brush pen. Right? It's a nice little bit of challenge. I'm surprised people are still watching at this point. I thank you all for sticking with me up until this point. Actually, what am I saying? It's only two people. I'm one of the viewers on my iPad. I take it back. You're all shit. There you go. Well, this is 100% just in shadow. How do I convey that without having it be lost in translation? Something like this, maybe? Yeah. Right, maybe that's a bit better. Okay, and same thing here. We can just have a little bit of a shadow here, right? And this I can go over because I want to convey that it's a bit of a darker shadow. Same thing here. There you go. And maybe like a really light one here. I still think there's a lot of things that are getting lost in translation, but I'm okay with that. Because this is all just practice, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Okay, yeah, see, should have. Doesn't always have to be perfect. Especially because I didn't really think of a light source when I did this the first time around, right? So partially we're also just kind of going with it, seeing where it takes us. I'm not back. Wonderful, she is not back. Now I'm back. Okay, great. So things worked out in the end. The light source still come from there, so this shadow is not as prominent. See, I don't really understand values, but this is still fun to do, to be honest. It's still fun to just add these little additions, right? Looks kind of cool. looks kind of cool. Okay, if the light's coming from here, now we have this that I want to. Again, it's getting lighter and lighter. There you go. And we can do the same thing back here. And then this one we can just cover that. Darkness. Same thing with these. How many seconds have you lived? I'd say at least 10. You know, that's a good question. I'd say at least 10. Any less than that would be pushing it. I actually love my community. I'm not gonna lie, like the little community I'm building. I fucking love that you dipshits don't take any of this seriously. It's actually awesome. Because if you go to any other art channel, they're like, "Oh my god, you're the best!" Or everybody's just sucking each other's dicks, but not us. We don't fellate. We elate. There you go. That's the only shadow I'm ever gonna add to this thing. I don't want to bring this over. Good stuff. This line could have been better. That's okay. But yeah, how's this looking, everybody? I asked this last time as a nice little call to action. Absolutely nobody responded. So, do you think you will become famous? Absolutely, without a doubt in my mind. I will. This channel will blow up. It's just a matter of time. Lots of time, years of time, but time nonetheless. I absolutely will become famous. And it's mainly just because I'm just doing this, right? I'm just getting better and I'm showcasing how I'm getting better. And simple as that. You know, nobody else has done it. There's no such channel like this that exists to the degree of which I'm doing it. It's just a matter of time. And the beautiful part is, again, it depends on how much better I get. And I'll just be consistently getting better. Right? And it's going to be a very burritos or tacos. Okay, well, thank you for completely fucking all over my train of thought. I'm going to finish. Fuck you. Burritos or tacos? Tacos, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, and it's, again, the whole point of this channel is that progress is slow, progress is consistent, and sometimes progress takes a step backwards. But if you focus on the right things, you will grow. Right? For only drawing it out like 5 hours a week, basically, this is pretty good progress. I'm not even 3 years in, and I can already draw this from my mind. It's also exponential over the years, right? So think about 5 years, 10 years, 20. It's going to be wunderbar. Okay, add this, do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Cool. I'm probably done with shading this guy. What's your favorite drawing? I don't really. How can I answer what my favorite drawing is? I don't really give a shit about my drawings. And most of the drawings I do are fundamentals practice. I don't know. I'm not attached to my drawings. I do it. I bitch. I moan. Whatever. But I just do it, and then I'm like, okay, I think I learned a decent amount. Right. Like, and I enjoy all my drawings equally. I love what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna love what I draw tomorrow, because I've just learned and trained myself to love learning and practicing. Right. So maybe that's a bit of a cop out answer, but that's just how it is for me. I don't really have a favorite drawing. If you look at my drawing from imagination series, like, it's called Road to Kim Jong-il. Everything's playlisted, but if you look at that, maybe, I don't know. Like, I've literally just been getting better at drawing from imagination the more I do it too. So if I were to say objectively, like, this would probably be one of my favorites, just because I'm just getting better, right? But Yeah, sorry, I can't really answer that. Not without disappointing you in one way or another. I hope you understand. But well, I guess I can say I just love drawing. I want to try a kiwi. Nice. I'm happy for you, fucker. Okay, and then we can have something like that. So yeah, see, I think we've created a decent distinction between the individual using the apparatus, the machine. Now I'm thinking of the kiwi word. Nice. And the machine itself, right? Honestly, these streams are good. You guys, it trains me to draw for longer periods of time too, which is nice. Okay. Uh, let's see. What else are we doing here? Is there anything else that this guy really needs? Well, to be honest, I didn't even finish this guy's body, so maybe that'll be for next time. I literally didn't finish anything I did here. But we can just do this instead because it's been okay. It's been 2 hours. The stream has been 2 hours, but we're just going to finish this guy's clothing, right? Give him a little bit more texture, and then call it that. He needs balls. Oh, it's your boy Parkit. Don't leave us, Isla Draws says. Every baby is cute. We need you to survive. No, you guys don't. You should be drawing, actually. That's what you should be doing right now. But yeah, Parkit, thank you for being a fan, brother. You have always encouraged me to continue onwards in my darkest times. Right. Okay, you're dismissed. Go have a water break. Well, I don't need to be dismissed just yet. But you are right. I haven't been drinking any water, which is not good at all. But honestly, that also means that I'm just very focused on my drawing, which is pretty good. But I did drink a shit ton of water after my run today, and before my run as well. So it's not too bad. Yeah, we have to remember that clothing moves, right? Creates wrinkles and shit. Now I will go to sleep now. Need to go to work tomorrow. Keep drawing, buddy. I'm your biggest fan. Ooh, with the ooh, oh, you hit me right in the guts. Thank you, brother. You have a wonderful night. You don't drink water? I do drink water. I do drink water. I drink copious amounts of water. You have to when you exercise, and just in general, it's good to stay hydrated. Fuck. And yeah, you just have to drink water. What the fuck? Who doesn't drink water? Well, I assume most artists are unhealthy as shit because for some reason artists think that they have to be, they have to live up to the stereotype of being someone who only draws, but they're actually fucking themselves because if you just exercise and lift and get that cognitive boost from lifting, then your mind will be sharper to draw. You have more energy to draw. So it's hilarious that I mean I can't blame people because it might be hard to know that, but here you are now. If you don't lift or do any sort of resistance training, do it because you are absolutely fucking yourself if you don't. There you go. We'll just do something like that. Cool. And I'll give this guy a bit more shading. His face is so fucking retarded, bro. Holy shit. Okay, lighting is coming from here, apparently, like somewhere like this. So the bottom of his beak can be shaded. The top can be shaded. A little bit of shading there as well. Kind of fucked up his beak there, I guess, but it's okay. What else? What else? What else? Oh, we can just shade this in its entirety. Cool. Why is toothpaste? I smell guacamole. Why is toothpaste kind of disgusting? I mean, depends. If you guys have Sensodyne, I don't know where you live, but if you have Sensodyne, it's pretty fucking good. I like Sensodyne quite a bit. Right, it has a nice little. Would it be considered an aftertaste? Maybe. It has a nice little aftertaste. Okay. Well, I didn't think this guy wouldn't be that. Wouldn't take that long. Don't forget the chips for the dip. Well, it is because of fluoride within. Okay. I don't know what to make of any of that. But I'm thinking of the light source. Look at this little fucker. There you go. Oh yeah, let's add a shadow for this guy. There you go. Ta-da! Now he looks more three-dimensional, I guess, right? There you go. Let's see. Probably add a shadow there. Oh, that makes him look demonic. Fuck. That is not a fucking cute little Highland vampire anymore. I apologize. Help! People are flirting in my group chat. Just call them gay. Just call them gay. Diffuse the situation by pointing out their sexuality. Uh, cool. Okay, guys. I think I'm done. And girls, but I think I'm done for the time being. Hope you enjoyed the drawing. I mean, there's always a million things that you could do, and I'm still technically not done it, right? But there will be a couple things I may add. There'll be a few things I want to add what they're shooting, right? But overall, I think it looks pretty decent. I would say I think it looks. Make a cloud. Make a cloud. Uh, maybe I will, but that's for next time. My brain is tired right now. But that was good. That was a great stream. I didn't stop drawing once, or like I just kept going, which I'm pretty happy about. It was very difficult, but I hope you all enjoyed, right? And for Isla draws under the cow, make a cloud under the cow. What the fuck does that even mean? That it's resting on a cow? I'm not doing that shit. Okay, you do not own this stream. I own this stream. So yeah, Isla draws. Enjoy my little outro. This is what it is, right? So I see the vision, Isla. You don't see shit. Fuck off. Anyways, I'm ending this. All right. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Wait, no. With that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. Thank you. Just fucking close the stream before these fuckers keep talking.